Now we're going to tune in, so bring the hands together, rub them, create some sort of heat, and close your eyes. Spine is tall, shoulders rolled back and down. Open the heart, tuck in the chin slightly, and then really drop into your heart as you bring your hands to your heart. Bring the thumbs to the sternum. In your mind's eye, as you breathe in and out, visualize a white light, a white flame at the heart. Right? You can imagine a white candle with a white flame. Imagine Mother Mary beside you, representing this white candle with the white flame. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to tune in with Ang, O-N-G, Namo, Gurudev, Namo. I'm calling in the teachers, the wise ones, the elders who are here to help us vibrate through our resistance, so that we may uphold a sort of resilience to be able to reach the other side, which is the state where you gain the confidence, the character, and you can relax, knowing that you have a momentum you've built, so now you can really trust and let the momentum carry you now. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, hold the breath. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Squeeze it up and in. Exhale. Now imagine 4 pillars of light around you. As you spin the energy clockwise with each sound, imagine a royal blue flame spinning very fast clockwise around you. To the right, behind you, to the left, ahead of you, as you are seated in a royal blue flame, flaming from the perineum all the way up the spine like the trunk of a tree, all the way up to the 10th gate, that are 4 feet, 8 feet above the head, going back down into the soft spot of the head, into the pituitary gland, into the thyroid, the thymus, going all the way to the adrenal glands, going down into the center of the Earth star, going back up into the heart, and then out into the auric field that spins magnetically. Inhale to begin protection mantra. Adgarename, Jagadgarename, Sadgarename, Siddhi Gurudevename. Adgarename, Jagadgarename, Sadgarename, Siddhi Gurudevename. Adgarename, Jagadgarename, Sadgarename, Siddhi Gurudevename. Inhale. Hold. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Really visualize the white flame of the heart. And then around you, the blue flame. See the 2 flames. Exhale. And then we're going to do cat-cow. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, so that you can really unlock the spine and really awaken the brain as well. Cat-cow awakens the brain so that you can start to feel more creative in your choice and just in your ability to receive downloads, celestial downloads just naturally, right? Opening up that energy so that that creative imagination can just become so heightened and enlivened, and that will help you with all problem solvings when it comes to English, when it comes to science. Okay, inhale, squeeze up and in. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth, really stick the butt out, open the throat, shoulders rolled back and down, open the heart. Exhale, around the back, squeeze, belly button to spine. Then inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose as you come down into a child's pose, bringing the forehead to the earth. And really you can bring your prayer deep into the earth to really pull up the energy, a deeper energy that you're required to have as you sort of begin to magnetically pull in these higher vibrating terms such as prosperity, reciprocity, higher creativity. Okay, inhale, exhale, and then come seated on your bottom. And we'll go right into this Kriya for releasing resistance so that we can experience more resilience and more restfulness, more relaxation, and therefore really tap into the renaissance of our creative destiny, right? Kind of peeling these sort of layers, these outer layers, this great resistance we have when it comes to, if I change careers, if I get married to this person or divorce my particular spouse, the outer shell resistance is society will shame me, society or family or human condition will shame me, will judge me, or make me feel like I'm not good enough, or that kind of thing. And then as you start to pull inward, right? Really sort of pulling inward. The resilience is that kind of voice of reason that says, I have to have the confidence to do this, right? This is a part of my fulfillment. This is a part of my creativity, right? I must practice. I must participate in this new thought, I must take this journey. I must leave this job. I must, participate in this type of relationship, even though it's something that it's really expansive in a way that may not be comfortable for those outer external human conditions and also internal human conditions that have a lot of sort of a repelling of expansion, right? And then going even deeper into the onion, right? Deeper layers, you start to get into the relaxation. When you get into the heart, when you really, really honor your heart, you start to relax. So making these changes, following through, participating, practicing, using your resilience, it becomes very purposeful, very meaningful, right? Such as, if you're a white woman, and even today in our time, but going further back a little bit, marrying a black man, there's a lot of resistance. But reason why people did this, like why would you even do it if you're just going to have resistance for the rest of your life, right? Is because the heart, when you relax into the heart, you gain a resilience, a sort of confidence that makes this movement of evolution purposeful and meaningful. And then you gain a sort of personal power, a gut, that makes you quite successful in your character. You feel quite successful in your energy, in your relationship with energy, in your relationship with creation. And that's what we want. We want to feel successful in our relationship with creation. We don't want to feel just the resistance, and then we're just tense, and the burdens, I'm not listening to myself, and then that kind of feeling of, just not full, not filled up, not joyous, not that we have no tools, and we're walking around like having no idea about our capability or our potential, because we're not even sort of feeding into that, right? We're not actually trying to do anything with that, right? So the first thing we're going to do is you can bring a blanket or a pillow underneath you so that you can sit, so that you're elevated and that you're kind of on a downward slope. So we're going to have, starting out with her knees sort of wide like a diamond. So knees are wide, but the heels are not close to the perineum, they're out, right? So I see about like 2 feet. And we're going to just open up the hips, but also rotating around. As you inhale, exhale, and then listening to this particular mantra. So just making a full circle, feeling the hips, and just breathe long and deep. And then begin to chant. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Rotate the other way. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Feel the heat of the hips. Waheguru, 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 spine. Squeeze up the energy, press the tongue on the roof of the mouth, squeeze, root lock. Open the heart, exhale. Now, you could feel the heat, the warming up the whole hip connection to the upper body. And then we're gonna come standing and we're gonna fold over the body. So what I like to do is I like to have a blanket and I kind of fold it up in a way. My blanket is folding it up, okay? So that I'm gonna put my heels like that, so that my heels are slightly up, so it creates a sort of downward slope, which supports the spine, the lower back, okay? So that you can be in a deeper fold, right? Deeper fold. Let's put it right back there. Stand on it. Then just fold over. Feet about hip width apart, okay? So you see that downward slope. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come down as I chant. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Come up. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. 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 Inhale and release the fingers. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then come into a downward facing dog. And just breathe long and deep, as deeply as possible. This is more of a pranayama than an actual physical, because we're focusing on how deep we can breathe. So you should feel breath very powerful moving through. You feel like electricity tingles. Okay, inhale as deeply as possible and hold the breath. Exhale. And then come right onto your knees. You can bring your blanket underneath your bottom, between your bottom and your heels. And just feel that breath. You're breathing deep, bringing a lot of prana into the system. So now what we're going to do is seated on our knees. What you're going to do, interlace the fingers, kind of place them on top of your head. And you're going to twist and then come up. Inhale and then exhale, twist like you're putting each elbow in between your legs and twisting as you're looking up. You really want to stretch, twist, press, twist up. Sort of bringing that chin towards the armpit and looking up to the sky. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Now bring your legs out in front of you. You're still seated on your blanket or pillow, elevating yourself so you're in a downward slope. And then keeping your legs out in front of you again, keep the blanket underneath the back so your spine is really tall. And then what you're going to do is you're going to kind of crab yourself right over left, and then fall over and then fall back. It's very relaxing. Just open up the spaces in the whole sort of neck and the back. So you're just kind of doing that while you're hugging yourself, okay? Just breathe very deeply. Just want to feel like this is so healing and just so relaxing. Okay, inhale up. Exhale. Now switch left over right. Grab the shoulders. You're hugging yourself and it's like really up here. And then you're going to twist the other direction. So we were twisting counterclockwise. Now we're twisting clockwise. Make sure you're breathing. You may feel kind of something, motions. You're working with the thyroid. Let yourself feel those emotions. You can even open up the jaw slightly so you can really relax. Open up the mouth slightly just to really relax. Okay, inhale, straight spine. Exhale. After doing that, I feel a little bit, woo. Okay, so now we're gonna have our legs open, wide. You can still be seated on your pillow. So keep the legs wide in a wide V position, right? So you can kind of squeeze your butt cheeks up and off the ground as you kind of feel more able to fold, right? So So what we're going to do, work with the mantra again. So I'm going to kind of just come and then, so folding, going over, and then sort of back. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. 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 Waheguru, Waheguru. Going forward, but also coming back. I'm just sort of grabbing around the knee. Hey Guru, hey Guru, hey Guru. 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 Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Make sure you come back. Guru, Waheguru, Waheguru. And then other way. Guru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Come back. So really pull back. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Hey Guru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale. Bring your legs back together. You're going to have left foot over the right. Okay, so they kind of fit. Sort of flexing both of the feet. Right, so they fit right on top, stacked up on top of each other. When you look in your legs, you see this triangle. And I have the pillow underneath my bottom so that I'm elevated in a downward slope position. And then, so we have left over right. So just feel that comfortable, right? And then just begin to go side to side. And it's more so that you could feel it in the hip as you're lifting it up. You're lifting, so I kind of go to the left. I feel this whole kidney, and then I feel it lifting up as I create this sort of diagonal. Then I go here. You can feel it in the hip, shooting up towards the kidney, And then you could feel it in the adjustment of the entire spine and the base of the spine going all the way up. So inhale to the left, exhale to the right. You're just creating some warmth in the sort of hip area. Also awakening the diaphragm, because you're also feeling it in the ribs, right? Opening up the diaphragm, and then also working with the heart energy as well. And working with the whole sort of metabolic system, warming this whole area up. You can feel it in the spine, right? You can kind of even place the hands in the back and just kind of feel the lower back, how it's moving side to side. Okay, inhale, exhale. So now what you're going to do is we're going to do eagle. So you can hug yourself right over left, and then kind of fitting the right elbow into the left arm, twisting it, and you're going to hold it up if you can. If you can just hug yourself, that's fine. Lift it up, tuck the chin into a spot, and then begin to rotate clockwise. And you're lifting up and sort of back bending. Close your eyes and just fall into a joyous relaxation. So lifting up, sort of back bending, a slight back bend. Okay, then inhale up. Hold the breath, squeeze up and in, press the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Exhale. And then just kind of lift it up, and then lift the other leg up. So roll over to the left, you can feel, right? You're not lifting to the point where you fall over, and then just lift the left leg up. And then, so just rock and roll side to side, and then feel that in the left hip. Still keeping the feet flexed and keeping both legs layered on top of each other. And inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And then inhale, exhale, Bring the legs just straight out. And then just fold over for a moment. And then inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to bring the right over the left. Still sitting on your blanket, your folded blanket or blocks. Creating that downward slope sensation in the body. Bringing both legs right over left. Flex the feet. You look down and you see a triangle. Okay, so just the legs. Okay, and then we're gonna go side to side again, and inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And what you're doing is you're sort of chiropractic the spine. Equalizing the spine through going side to side like this, awakening the digestive system, awakening the diaphragm, awakening the ribs, as well as awakening the creating heat in the hips. Inhale. Hold the breath. Press the tongue on the upper palate. Exhale. Now hug yourself. Have left over right, where the elbows are stacked on top of each other. And then you're going to do eagle, so kind of fitting the left elbow into the fold of the right arm. And then you want to try to lift it up, so we're creating a slight back bend, fitting the chin into the folds of the elbows, and then we're going to rotate counterclockwise. And just breathe long and deep. And one side may be more challenging than the other, so just breathe very deeply. You're working on your resilience. When you feel the resistance to keep going, focus on the resilience and the relaxation you earn through your sort of success and doing the best you can. Inhale, hold the breath, Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Do a slight back bend. Exhale. Relax, and then just kind of bring the right leg up, and then go to the other, kind of falling over the right side, falling the left side. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And you still want to keep the position, so you don't want to distort the position. Inhale, exhale, have the leg straight and just reach over the heart towards the knees. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Hold, reach, press the tongue on the roof of the mouth, exhale. And then we're gonna come into, so we're gonna have a right foot, so you can bring your blanket from out underneath your bottom, and we're gonna have our right leg forward, and our left leg back, and our left knee on the ground. So you can come into a downward facing dog first. And then just bring your right leg forward, left leg, the knee on the ground. And then you want to bring the leg out so that it's facing away, or facing, if you need to, you can even put a pillow underneath your knee to make it more comfortable. And then we're going to bring our arms down. And you can see my foot, my toe is near facing directly out. And I'm coming straight. And I'm just gonna come, just go slightly around, side to side, little movement. So kind of go side to side, around, just a slight movement. And you see my foot is near coming straight out, twisting the ankle. So this is parallel, knees parallel, and then when you come out, your knees out to the side, which gets a deeper opening of the hip. Breathe long and deep. Okay, and then inhale, exhale, come up, and then come back onto both knees, and then just take a moment into in child's pose. Okay, inhale, exhale, and come up, come into downward facing dog, and bring left leg forward and then right knee on the ground. can bring your blanket, and then bring that left leg so the knee is parallel, and then you bring it out, twisting the foot, the toe, the knee is out. Then bring your forearms directly on the ground and just go side to side, around, side to side. So you're twisting side to side, around, in subtle movement to really create the warmth that you need to really hold the pose. Okay, and inhale. Exhale, come up. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Bring the leg, the knee parallel again. And then come back onto both knees. Come into child's pose, bring the head to the earth. Inhale. Exhale. So it's hard to tell in the video because I'm so close to the camera, but I'm doing this, like this. It's out just like this, right? Except I'm falling forward. So if you can't, you can just do this if this is all you can do, right? So you could, if you can't come all the way, you could just do this, right? So I'll show my leg, right? And you can see this sort of 90-degree angle at the fold of the knee, right? That's kind of what I'm doing in that position, except I'm pulling myself forward. See that 90-degree? So that's what you can do. So now we're gonna come into the deep squat. Just have your hands in prayer and just kind of lift up. This is a great posture to practice, especially for women. I mean, men as well, but especially for women, because we're meant to have open hips. The more heat we have in our hips, the more creativity we can move through the body as a woman. So just breathe long and deep. It's also a good posture to do on your menstrual cycle if you're a woman. Any sort of hip exercises for women on the menstrual cycle is very, very healing for the reproductive system to really help facilitate the journey that's happening within the reproductive system. And this is a really great posture to do. And naturally, with the fire of the reproductive system, the menstrual cycle, the hips will feel very warm naturally. Like there'll be a sense of warmth. It actually may even feel easier to really open up the hips during your menstrual cycle. And men have a natural, more linear, sort of parallel, right? The legs are not parallel, they're out, right? Well, men, they have more of this kind of parallel type of hip, while women, we have more of a rotating, spherical nature to the hips, right? They can take on many different sort of positions, right? Because we have to give birth. So our hips cannot just be parallel like this. They have to have an ability to open up and take other spherical positions. Okay, inhale. Hold up. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Squeeze up and in. Feel the spine from the perineum all the way to the top of the head. Down into the earth star, up into the soul star. Exhale. Inhale again. Connect with the earth star deep in the earth. Come up, shoot it through the perineum, up the spine. Feel it shooting out the top of the head to the soul star, back down, and then feel it integrating at the heart. Exhale. Inhale. Then focus on the tongue, pressing the roof of the mouth, connecting to the pituitary gland, supporting the secretion of the entire endocrine system. Exhale. And then just come onto your back. And we're gonna lift up one leg. We're gonna lift up the other leg. So you can bring your blanket and underneath your bottom to support your lower back if you need the extra support. So we're gonna lift up the left leg first. And we'll use the mantra again. Okay. So just lift it up, left leg up. And then you're gonna chant as you move the left leg. Waheguru, Waheguru, interlace the fingers behind the head. Waheguru, 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 creating a circle. Rotating, counter, well, it's sort of, because we're rotating counterclockwise. Hey Guru, Waheguru, 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 point both toes. Hey Guru, Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Inhale, stretch. Let the legs shake. Really point both feet, stretch both feet. Bring the foot up, both feet are up. Both feet are up. Pointing like someone's pulling your legs. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Exhale. Bring the left leg down, bring the right leg up. And then clockwise, rotate. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. 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 If it hurts, just open it up, kick it out, bring the leg down. Guru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Inhale, point, hold, bring both legs up, point. Press the tongue with the mouth, inhale deeper. Exhale. Bring both legs down, and then rock and roll, come up. And we'll do our last, you can feel in the hips, right? Opening. And we're gonna come into a camel, so you can kind of ease your way into that. Okay, so you can just go like this, just hold the lower back. You can bring your toes up and grab the heels like that, or you can come all the way back. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna rotate. So you can rotate counterclockwise and then clockwise, right? Trying both sort of rotations, and you'll feel it definitely even more intensely. And you can also open up the mouth slightly to let the jaw relax so that you can really let go of any tension you may be having in your face due to the intensity, the pressure on the lower back. So it helps to rotate to help alleviate the pressure on the lower back. Many times when I do this too, you may feel like a scratching right here in this area, this whole lower abdominal area. You're gonna feel scratching even in the kidneys, right? You start to feel that scratching because you're helping to relax and release any of that tension you may have in the kidneys, right? Even in the reproductive system, this whole area holds a lot of tension for a lot of people. So just move it out. You can open up the mouth. Okay, inhale. Exhale, come up. You can come into a child's pose for a moment. Inhale, exhale, come back into a camel. If it's vigorous, just take your time. You can try different variations to help yourself. Okay, inhale, exhale, come up, come back into child's pose, and then we're going to do it one last time, camel. Inhale, exhale, come back up. This is the last thing we're doing, so we're Almost there. Rotate around. Some less time. Inhale, exhale. Come back into child's pose. Inhale, exhale, and then just come back into a seated posture. Okay, you can bring your pillow underneath your bottom so that you're again elevated and on a downward slope. Gives you the sensation of you're opening up to life rather than contracting. You're opening up instead of closing off to the experiences and sensations of life. So now, inhale deep, exhale long. We're going to use a mantra. This mantra, we're going to connect with this mantra to help us to release the resistance we may have, turn our resistance into resilience, then our resilience into relaxation, restfulness, and then into renaissance. Usually the renaissance is developed in a deep, we can call it theta state, an even deeper state, the meditative mind, the neutral mind, where we really unlock these kind of powers of our ability to be creative in ways. The sort of pure creativity, we're talking about the Renaissance energy. It doesn't come from the noise. It doesn't come from the sort of resistance state. It actually comes from the deep relaxation state and the deep, we can call surrender state, but the deep like flow state where you're flowing with your emotions and you're flowing with your thoughts and you're flowing with your body and you're really following your heart. That's the thing, you know, it's about the real pure creativity, the Renaissance. You know, talking to Nikola Tesla, Da Vinci, or Einstein, or these people part of major Renaissance, a major movement of creative, sort of exalted sensation on this planet. A lot of them, I'm sure you talk to them, everything was following of the heart. They were led to all geographic regions. They were led to people. They were led to teachers. They were led to even sacred sites, right? It was following of that heart, that sort of, that desire for the heart to exalt itself, to the heart to initiate itself, you know, to activate the sort of the blood and the sort of harmony with the heart, right? And a lot of this Renaissance, it has to do with harmonies with your heart. So this mantra helps us to create the harmony within our own heart so that we can really relax into our challenges. It doesn't have to be such a like harsh like attack. Like we don't have to attack ourselves, right, during the resistance. It helps us to have harmony with our heart so that we can really move through our resistance with a sense of fluidity rather than this kind of aggression, this kind of ego clamping onto our fears. So just bring your hands into your lap, right over left, called Venus lock, right? So have left thumb over the right, left thumb on the right fleshy mound of the right thumb, the fleshy mound of the right thumb. So just hold it here at the navel, close the eyes, and you're just going to chant. So it's tare, tu tare, ture, soha. Just listen and mimic the sounds if you don't know. Tare, tu tare, ture, soha. Tare, tu tare, ture, soha. Tare, tu tare, soha. Om tare tu tare tore soha. Sots. Tare tu tare tore soha. Tare tu tare tore soha. Om tare tu tare tore soha. Om tare tu tare tore soha. And you see yourself aligning with these concepts of freedom, sovereignty, liberation, abundance. Just see a gradual experience. Om tare tu tare tore soha. 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 Also focus on your imagination, your vision, and just really entrance yourself by the wonder of successfully moving into your expansion with a kind of gut, a kind of character. Om tare tu tare tore soha. 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 Just really drop into your expansion. Om tare tu tare tore soha. 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 Really take it in, the expansion, and you're creating the caliber to be able to handle the kind of electrifying experiences to awaken your energy. Om tare tu tare tore soha. 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 Om tare tu tare tore connecting to green Tara, the great goddess of compassion, resilience, and unconditional love, breaking through shame, judgment, feelings of not being good enough. Om Tare Atu Tare Tore Soha. 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 And just go deeper with the breath. Just really feel the relaxation, feel deep surrender to your heart, to the opening, the blooming poetry of the heart. Om Tare Atu Tare Tore Soha. 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 Just feel like you accept yourself and the creativity that is so original in you. Om Tare Atu Tare Tore Soha. 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 Tare Atu Tare Tore Soha. Om Tare Atu Tare Tore Soha. Om Tare Atu Tare Tore Soha. Feel the miracle. You can create a miracle in your body. Send that out. The miracle. Om Tare Atu Tare Tore Soha. 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 Now use your breath, go deeper and connect with what you're wanting to resolve, and just resolve it within this space, this higher dimensional space. Create the resolution. Time and space is connected, past, present, future, all something you can access. And create that resolution within yourself, that peace, and that peace, making that peace with a person, place, or thing, making peace with it. Making peace with it so that you can have the freedom, and so that person, place, or thing can have the freedom. Uplifting, uplifting. Letting yourself be free, letting them have the freedom they need so that they can continue on their journey and learn their lessons, have their challenges as you allow yourself to do the same. Let's create that resolution. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Create the resolution that helps you to release the resistance to fully opening and accepting your destiny. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Just keep going deeper, like an onion folding. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Make total peace. Experience that. Have a sensation of total peace. Make it happen so you know how to return back to this state whenever you need to. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Breathe. Now see your creativity and see it as an act of peace in your life. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 The deeper you go, the more you heal and repair and balance within you. Create the heart harmony, heart harmony. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Now just see that creativity being expressed in your body, coming into the body, expressed through the body, being shared, being cared for. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Now see that creativity being the encouragement, the inspiration, motivation to expand your life, to take chances, risks, to move forward with your heart's desires. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 And you'll see the resistance relaxing completely into the harmony of the heart, trusting that. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. atu tare tore soha. Om tare 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 atu tare tore soha. Just keep going. Go just a little bit deeper. See the things you can resolve, that you can relax and let go. See the harmony of the heart and how you can really fully give yourself to the harmony of your heart. See now the white light of the flame of the heart, the white flame of the heart. Focus on the white flame of the heart. Focus on the white flame of the heart. And just go deeper. See the white flame of the heart. Focus on the white candle, white flame of the heart. Om tare atu tare tore soha. 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 Now put into the white flame anything the resistance, the fear, the doubts, the separation, anxiety. Put it in there, let it burn. Om dare du dare dore soha. 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 Now inhale. And let that whole white flame consume you, engulf you, and then see the blue, the royal blue, the outer field of you, the gold, the akasha, the gold healing the Sachik record, and see the green of the heart emitting out, this pink energy emitting out. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth, inhale deeper. Exhale and let all of that built up tension release at the top of the head. Exhale. Push it out, push it out, push it out. And then breathe in again. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Hold the breath and see the shiny radiance of you. The shimmering opalescent light of you. Exhale. Inhale. hold the breath and see the heart harmony, the pink, the lavender, the pink, the lavender, the gold. Exhale. And then open your eyes, kind of move around. And then we'll bring your hands together and tune out with one long sat and short nam. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Sat nam. Sat nam. Sat nam. Inhale. Exhale, bow to yourself. And just feel the kind of tenderness, the softness, the sort of openness you've created, the sort of fertility you've allowed yourself to expand your subtle body, your sensitive body. You've allowed yourself to awaken the radiant, the spiritual body. You've allowed yourself to really listen to your heart, which is such a revolutionary act, to listen to your own heart beyond the constant anxiety we have to listen to our heart, the kind of distraction and avoidance we always do because we have these constant rattling thoughts that we cannot meet our destiny, that we cannot expand because of this, that, and the other. But we have to push through the resistance. We can't loop around. You have to go right into the resistance, and you have to use these type of mantras, this type of yoga to help you keep up with the resistance, so that you won't break down, you won't collapse, you'll break through. You'll develop a resilience, a kind of a deep breath, to be able to keep going, keep waking up, and keep doing the thing again and again and again, the character, the caliber, the commitment. And you're going to feel the relaxation when you start to feel that you do have a relationship with your expansion that you're not so terrified of, you're not so fearful of, you're not so doubtful of. The moment you start to have a relationship with your expansion that actually feels quite confident, and you feel like you have a character, you actually feel quite capable of doing what the assignment is you're given or what you're asked of, because you don't know what the assignment will be, the next one, right? You feel more confident, and that relationship with your expansion is what we spend so many years working on, the resistance in the mind, the resistance in the body to, do a forward bend, a back bend. The body is resisting it, pulling, right? But we work with it, we sweat it out, we cry it out, we hold, and then we breathe very deeply, because there's resilience that is born. And then the relaxation in that character, that relationship with expansion, where we start to feel more confident in our ability to listen to our heart, and we start to trust our ability to manifest, instead of like fearful and doubtful and not even trying and just kind of hanging back and dragging on, and whatever these kinds of things that we do to we're afraid of the reaction of our society, reaction of parents, friends. But when we've built up a good response mechanism, an ability to respond, we feel confident in our response, we're not so easily collapsing by the reaction of whatever the resistance reactive to us, because we have this sort of character, we have this kind of resilience. So we're more relaxed, we're more cool than like anxiously, just kind of chaotically feeling that I can't do it, and the doubt and the fear, and that just creates more tension, and then creates more of this noisiness, right? We really need to create the relaxation in it, right? The sort of patience, just let it play out, and that creates this renaissance, right? Where you're saving your energy for the creativity, right? You're organizing your life for your creativity. Even if your creativity is subtle, if it's very expansive, or even if it's just a small little mom and pop shop type of sculptures in a window or something like that, there's a difference. The freedom that you gain through the creative destiny is really what the resistance, it's like what we're willing to keep going, striving for, right? And that when we build up that resilience, it does make all the difference when it comes to the amount of psychic information or universal laws or creation goddess language we can bring into our physical body. It's the amount of resilience shows to the universe that we want to participate, we want to have a relationship with our evolution, and that makes us very much available to these new things, these new concepts, these new terminologies such as prosperity, receptivity. We become more available to that because we're showing to the universe we have the resistance, yes, but we're able to move through it. We're not so afraid, intimidated, and anxious and avoiding it. We're actually able to move through it, right? And a lot of people can spend their whole life just avoiding the resistance because they're the reaction, and they're willing to just kind of drag it on and not really initiate themselves through it. But those who do, the renaissance in that experience is something that really liberates us and makes us feel really, it makes us feel the sensation of the goddess, the sensation of the divine, right? The femme consciousness. We feel quite in this sort of exalted sort of feeling of being in union with this sort of earth frequency, right? Even this mantra, just what we did, chanting, meditating, it gives you that sense of completion, right? The Taoists talk about the completion. The Confucius talks about the completion, which, all really religions talk about the completion of your soul, the kind of soul journey completion. Like you could die in this moment and feel that kind of, information of the universe has been thoroughly kind of ignited within your core of your own self. Okay, so that the core of yourself is directly connected to the core of the universe. It's just a matter of fact of making that correlation and actually exercising that and practicing it enough so for us to actually be able to have a sort of experience and a kind of ability to actually connect the dots, because the connection is there. It's just we have to connect it. We have to connect the dots. We have to actually actively show up for these type of lessons and opportunities that are helping us to kind of learn how the energy system works within all things. But we have to have an ability to move and even fight through the resistance so that we can really gain something soulful, philosophical, meaningful, and something that has a sort of grit and sort of gut with this earth, a sort of voice of reason, sort of voice of freedom. So that's the kind of overall transmission from the earth, from the higher vibrations, from the light language, right? And the resistance, the dark energies, the fear, the doubt, the poverty, the I'm not good enough, the human condition can be very, very entrapping and keeps us in the resistance, but doesn't open up the resilience in us. But a lot of people, they realize it's the resilience in the resistance that creates this sort of momentum of building up the character required to actually make that movement, make that kind of stand invent your own renaissance if need be, right? So creatively in touch with the embodiment that you become undeniable, a command, a force to be reckoned with. That is what a renaissance is, a force to be reckoned with, that cannot be denied. It cannot be removed. It's just a force to be recognized. It's a force to be recognized because it has such an evolutionary stance, a momentum, a sort of build up, and it continued to build up that has been so steady in the resistance and in the resilience to continue to move forward with that, right? That it becomes this total expo of just just amazing years and years of experiences that have gathered activations through many portals of connection to the core within the self and the core in the universe. So I'll leave you guys with this and Satnam.